You have a non-compete clause in your distribution contract. It says your distributor cannot work with your competitors. You think you're protected. But here's the truth. That clause is probably useless, not because it's badly written, but because of what happens when you actually try to enforce it. Today, I'm going to show you why and what to do instead. I'm Terry, a Chinese lawyer helping foreign companies protect their business in China. Let's say your distributor is secretly working with your competitor. How do you find out? Maybe a customer tells you. Maybe you see it online, but maybe is not evidence. To enforce your contract, you need proof, real proof, documents, transaction records, communications. And here's the problem. Your distributor controls all of that information. You're on the outside. Most non-compete clauses have no monitoring mechanism, no requirement to report, no audit rights, no regular disclosure. So by the time you find out, it's already been happening for months. Even if you suspect something, suspicion isn't enough. You need to prove, specifically, that your distributor signed a contract with your competitor, that they sold your product category in your territory during the restricted period. And in China, you can't just subpoena documents like in the US. You need a notary, you need timing, you need the right process. Miss one step, the evidence may not be accepted by the court. Okay, let's say you get past all of that. You have the evidence. You go to court. You win. Now, the court needs to decide, how much do you get? Chinese courts want actual losses, real numbers, documented impact. Most foreign companies can't answer that with numbers, so the court estimates, and that estimate is usually much lower than what you expected. What about that big penalty number in your contract? The RMB 500,000, the RMB 1,000,000. In China, that's a reference point, not a guarantee. If the court decides your actual loss was RMB $50,000, that big number won't save you. So, what does a contract actually need? Three things that most contracts don't have. First, a monitoring mechanism. Your distributor should be required to report regularly. Who are their other clients? What product categories? This creates a paper trail, and it makes violations much easier to prove. Second, audit rights. The contractual right to request records, not after a dispute, anytime. Third, a pre-agreed method for calculating losses, not just a penalty number. A formula based on your sales volume, your margin, your market, something a Chinese court can follow. If you have a distribution contract in China right now, check for these three things: monitoring, audit rights, loss calculation method. If they're missing, the non-compete clause is mostly decoration. We help foreign companies build contracts that actually work in China. The link is in the description. And subscribe. Every week, one real issue, one real answer.